to this week's weekly vlog. I'm getting the car, it's a bit windy. Oh, Lawrence's battery's died on his keys. Oh, I'm in. I've got a weird wee. I don't know who he's talking to out there. It's very loud. Anyway, hopefully you've just seen some footage. I thought I'd take us for a little walk around the supermarket. So the one that we shop in the Netherlands, it's one of the larger chains. It's called Albertheim, or AH for shortness. And it's our local one, not far from the house. That's one we shop at most weeks. So I thought I'd give you a little tour, a walk around. See if there's any products that you've not seen before. If you want to know anything, just leave me a comment below. But anyway, apart from that, if you are new, welcome. I suppose I should introduce myself. So this is the Dawn Stage channel, where you can find a mixture of weekly vlogs, once or twice in a month a podcast, all rounding up the crafty things that I've been working on. And at the moment it's Vlogtober. I don't think I'll be posting daily because it is a lot of work for me, but maybe, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 times in the week you'll have seen a Vlogtober upload from me, which is in a really different format from what I normally do. And so far the comments have been great, so I'm glad you're enjoying them. Today, not really got any plans. The weather's a bit iffy. It's been raining non-stop here for days and days and days. Lawrence has just got in the car. It was lovely and sunny when we went in the supermarket, and now it's sorry, I just turned the radio off, otherwise I'll get in trouble from the YouTube gods. Okay, I'm buckled up now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when we went into the supermarket it was lovely weather, and now it's all cold and overcast and grey and rain predicted. So I think we'll just hunker down. We was hoping to take Jack for a walk somewhere nice, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. And it's gone really cold here. Last night we went out for dinner. We went to the Japanese in our local village with our friends Ray and Natalie. That was so nice, and we were shocked at, you know, it's like 2 years since the 4 of us were actually together. Sorry, since the 4 of us were together out doing something, you know, dinner wise. So that was really nice. Anyway, it's a bit bumpy in here, so I'll catch you when I get home. We're back. Sorry, that's Jack barking. When and I'm rustling, sorry. When we've got a ball, he goes crazy. I think you've seen that before, flower flip. I did badly explain it to you. Boys like ice cream, chocolate and pecan caramel for Lawrence. Not for me. I'm still dieting. Lawrence has got these licorice. The Dutch love their licorice. This one is soft, so it's chewy licorice, and it's a sweet one. Because they also love the salty licorice. I can't stand licorice, full stop. I got myself some Pinda Kaas. Pinda is peanut and Kaas is cheese. So peanut cheese is peanut butter. What I've done with that when I'm hungry in the afternoon and peckish, I just have a tablespoon of peanut butter, and it just sorts me out right. William is addicted to this. I buy him one every week, and he, as soon as he comes home, he's out at the moment, he'll see it in the fridge and look in one. It's the Innocent Blue Spark. Apple, guava, lime, coconut water, blue, spirulina and vitamins. I think originally he liked it because it was blue. Actually, I think I bought it him because it was blue. Just to try it, and he loved it, so I have to get him 1 bottle of that every week. That's his little sort of guilty pleasure. Okay, I'm going to carry on unpacking the shopping. Just popped into the village. I'm not talking to you, Lawrence. Talking to them, you guys. I've just popped to the village. As you can hear, it's raining. Got this weird antenna thing going on with my hair. What it is, keeps popping up. My mum bought Joshua a gold chain necklace. for his 18th, and he was messing around with his friend. I don't know, they were wrestling, play fighting, and it snapped. So it's been in the jeweller's for repair for weeks and weeks. So he asked if we could pick it up for him today. So I said, yeah, let's go out and just get a bit of fresh air. Funny thing though, you know, I'm obsessed with watching these, trying to cross the road here. I'm obsessed with these mudlarking videos. And I watch Bondi Rescue. This Australian guy, he actually lives in the Netherlands. He does like magnet fishing and stuff, but it always tickles me when he finds a chain in the canal, and he always calls it a necklace instead of a necklace. Necklace. It sounds so charming. It's like the Dutch say canal instead of canal. Anyway, we're at the jeweller's now. We just stopped at a bar in our local village. Lawrence suggested it. He went to the phone shop he bought an unbreakable cable not even a month ago, and it broke.
July.
Oh, July. And when we sat in the phone shop, he said, "Oh, the pram's open. Fancy a drink?" So I don't think I've done like a Saturday afternoon pub stop in I don't even know how many years. So I've got myself a cheeky glass of red wine, and
I've got a cheeky cup of coffee.
Very nice house Shiraz. And Lawrence, they used to sell Strongbow English cider here many years ago, but they don't. So he's decided on a coffee. But we're just having the one. It's still pouring down out there, and then we're going to go home. I'm making green Thai curry for dinner, and then we've got the family quiz and quizmaster tonight. Hello, Lawrence. In my very messy craft room. Oh, I really need to go through that pile of fabric. Oh, I've got a pile of it in the workshop too. Washed my hair this morning, but I didn't blow dry it properly, so it's a bit frizzy. I'm actually sewing a pile of sewing bags. No, not sewing bags, project bags. I can't show you though because they're prizes for the Enchanted Forest Mall. Sorry, you were a bit low. I did find, been looking everywhere for this. This is just a bag full of packets of embroidery floss. Thought I'd lost it. It was actually sandwiched in between that. This one of the very first project bags that I made. It's in the dodgiest poly cotton you can imagine. I think if I put this in the washing machine it would disintegrate. Needless to say, I don't make these bags for other people. What's that? I was looking for that. Ooh, shiny. I wanted that for Ted's coat. I've still not cut that out. Anyway, enough of that. I found it, so that's a relief. I've been sat up here since this morning, sorry, and it's almost 2 o'clock now, and my back is really sore. So I've got most of them are assembled now. I'm making 6. So I think I'm going to wrap it up now, and I'll just sew them throughout the week, you know, in the evening. I think if I just do, because I've almost finished 2, so if I just do the other 4, like one every evening, then on Friday, on my day off, I can take everything to the post office. That should be good. It's not stopped raining. This morning I was up super early yet again. I don't know why. I don't have any trouble sleeping. I can fall asleep instantly, asleep all the way through the night, but just lately I've been like ping 6 o'clock, you know, 7 o'clock at the latest. I've been waking up. I just don't know. Anyway, I got up and I thought the lighting was quite good. It was a bit later this morning. I got up about 7, so it's about 7:30, and I thought, oh, I'll take a photo of my year of dishcloth, the October one that I've just cast on, and put it on the dining table with Ted. You're going to see a lot of Ted in my Instagram pictures, I think. And there was some plants on the table, And I thought, hold on, sorry, I'll tell you in a minute. So anyway, I thought, what's that water on the cheese plant? There was drops on it, and it wasn't cat pee, in case you're thinking it. Definitely wasn't. I mean, Daxter's never ever gone and peed on any of our plants. He's pooed under the fire quite several times, actually, quite a lot, but he's never peed on a plant. And it was clear, and it was coming from the roof, but it wasn't. I couldn't see any drips. So anyway, I know Lawrence was sort of stirring, and we've had this once before, and the builder replaced the drains. But I shouted Lawrence, I said, there's something leaking. I think it's from the skylight, but I can't work it out. So anyway, he looked out of the kids' old playroom, like the spare room, the guest room. And the roof, our kitchen roof, it's a flat roof, was completely underwater. And we've got two, because it's quite a big space, we've got two runoffs there for the rainwater, and both of them were just clogged. And it's from in the park next to the house. We've got this huge, I think it's a sycamore tree. And every autumn, the leaves, the twigs, everything just blows into our garden, but also on our roof. And it had clogged the drains up. So anyway, it's fine now. He leapt out of the of the window. He just woke up. When I left him, he was sort of half drifting, and I'm sure he went back to sleep because I shouted him. Must have been a good 40 minutes after I got out of bed. I hope he wasn't in his underpants. Anyway, so that was a bit of a stressful morning. And then Lawrence went off to hockey. William went off to football. I think Joshua had a heavy night. I think he went to Amsterdam last night with the guys because he took himself off for a PCR. No, not a PCR. Some test anyway, which was negative. And he ended up staying at one of his friends. But he was also playing football today. Anyway, needless to say, Joshua didn't make his football match. He came home, ate something, and then went back to bed. Fine. I'm glad that he's actually finally able to get out and party a bit. I mean, shame the poor kid turned 18 during the middle of lockdown. So, sorry, I've lost my slipper. And then, anyway, William's just come home like a drowned rat. He is soaked to the skin. He's having a hot shower now. And they won their football match 17-0. Oh, I felt so sorry for the other team. I said, couldn't you have let them have a goal? He said, oh, they were so bad. Imagine that other team playing in this pouring rain and then losing 17-0. Oh, anyway. Then with the days, both the kids have had horrible matches like that over the years. And anyway, that's why I stopped. Lawrence has just come home from hockey, so he's probably also like a drowned rat. I need to hurry William out of the shower so Lawrence can shower. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up now, I think, and go and sit downstairs and have a coffee. And yeah, it's hamburger night. Lawrence makes hamburgers on a Sunday, so I've got a really nice day. I've almost finished the laundry. I've got one load to put in the dryer, and then I'm done. I heard him sneeze. I don't know if you heard that. Anyway, well, nothing exciting will happen, but if it does, I'll take you with me. Just on my lunch break. Hopefully you've seen a clip or a photo of Luna. I don't know if you can hear Lawrence. He's below me. I'm in my bedroom. He's on the phone. My gosh, he's so loud. He wears his headphones and he shouts on the phone. Oh, I'm gonna have to go down and put a flea in his ear. I'm just so I sat on my bed and I'm just going through some of my minis. I haven't got like loads of minis, but I've got a steady, a smallish collection. I've even got some of these little balls. I think they're 10 gram, 10 gram. I think that I won from the lovely Helen, who Sprite, oh gosh, 9. Sorry, Helen, if you're watching, 966. I always forget what that number is. Helen did a giveaway and I won it. and I got a beautiful project bag off her, which is downstairs, and a little bag of all her minis. Oops, I've just unravelled one, which they're gorgeous. So I'm thinking I might dig out for the close to you, is it? Close to me, close to you, close to all of us shawl, and cast it on again. But yeah, I don't know if that wall, sorry, I'm so rude, that wall I've chosen to do it, it's like a kind of mohair kind of effect. I don't like it. I think I'm just going to stop with it. And anyway, if I pick some out, I will show you, and if not, I'll show you in the podcast. Just finished work, coffee time. I've not left the house since Saturday and have no desire to leave the house. It's been really, really bad weather here. Torrential rain, non-stop. Lawrence went to the boat early this morning to pump it out, thinking I have to go again. It rained all through the night. It actually woke me up really early this morning. I was supposed to go into the office for a 2-hour meeting, and I ended up dialing in from home because I would have been probably 2-hour round trip, bad weather, Dutch motorways, just going for a 2-hour meeting. So I would have lost a couple of hours off my work day. So I dialed in. That's the beauty of working with teams now. We get the flexibility to do that. It rained all morning, and now it's blue skies, but really, really windy. So I figured I'd do a bit of crafting. If you watched the Dollhouse fair that I went to a couple of vlogs ago now, quite a few, I filmed a company called Art of Minis, and they do like kit form, like vintage dollhouse furniture and accessories. But so I bought this a long time ago from them. Oh, it must be about a long time ago, 2 years ago. It's got to be 3 years ago. It's got to be that I bought it. Sorry, the phone just rang. So I bought this. It's not a rocking horse as such as a rocking chair, and it's in kit form. So I need to pop these out, and then I think it's a little bit of, here you go. Oh, this is the thing. You can see it's a decoupage. How cute is that? Oh, and I think I'm going to paint it in this sort of this grey colour, but antique it. Because I've still not decided if the Dollhouse nursery is for boys or girls. I just love that image. It's just so gorgeous. If you have dollhouses, check out Art of Mini. That's their website. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some crafting. I also bought these little cute balsa wood chests a while ago. They're tiny inside, but they're really sturdy. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I fancy just fancy crafting a bit. And the other thing is, I don't think, so I'm doing these this Vlogtober kind of, so I'm not posting daily, but I don't know, 2, 3, 4 videos in a week, just these really short sort of mindfulness, calm moments. And I think on 1 or 2 I actually filmed my button jar. So, but I'm losing track of what I've spoke about in the weekly vlog and then what's in the Vlogtobers and even the podcast. I don't know, I'm all in a muddle. So I thought, well, I'll just show you anyway. So this is the button jar. I'm sure it's a cookie jar, biscuit jar, but I love it. Oh, it's all twinkly. So when this is even that noise, doesn't that sound nice? Oh. So I'm just going to keep adding to it. And also they're handy if I ever do need a button. I know I've got a jar to look through, but I just like them. Oh, aren't they just so nice? So many of you said on the Vlogtobers, you know, that you love button jars or button tins, and they're really nostalgic. They reminded you of your grandmother or your nana's. So really nice. Home front, not had the best of weeks. I won't go into lots of details, but Lawrence will shortly be out of a job. Nothing he's done. Ironically, the job market in the Netherlands is booming right now, but his company are closing down because of not because business is great, but there's there was some legislation they were waiting for the Dutch government, something to do with licensing, and it didn't happen. So they've decided to not close the company, but scale it right back. So they're just going to keep a bare minimum skeleton crew while they figure out what to do with the company. But needless to say, I think about 90% of the staff are all going. So we found this out. There was sort of murmurings last week. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. And he's had calls this week. And anyway, today he had the final confirmation. So yeah, we're okay. I mean, he works in IT, so he's been here quite a few times now. The IT market is always a volatile one to be in. So you have to make hay while the sun shines in that kind of industry. But yeah, he's because he had a sort of murmuring and inkling. He's had a few chit chats with some agents via LinkedIn. So hopefully, by the time he's actually officially out of a job, he'll have had interviews lined up at least, we're hoping, and he'll get not a great redundancy package, but he'll get something. So anyway, I just thought I'd share it. I did ask permission. Lawrence said it was okay. We haven't told the boys yet. I think we're going to do that this evening, but this vlog would have already gone out by the time we told the kids. So yeah, worrying times. Yeah, we've just forked out for the catering and the party tent hire for my birthday, but I said we should cancel it, and Lawrence said no, let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to start sort of faffing around with my crafty stuff, and if anything happens, I will take you with me. Gosh, it's so noisy. This is actually the second one of the same kettle I bought because it looks nice, and in the shop I didn't even twig it was the same one that I'd just broken. I didn't like. I'm making a quick coffee. Running a bit late today for no specific reason. I've got quite a busy day of meetings today, so I'm just making Lawrence and I a quick coffee. Didn't even clean the dinner dishes away, so the kitchen is a mess, although that's not my job. The arrangement Lawrence and I have is that if I make the dinner, he cleans the kitchen. And inevitably doesn't happen in the same evening. Had to learn to let it go. I thought I'd just quickly show you. I didn't show you. This is the little rocking chair I made from the kit. Oh, here's Lawrence with Jack. He's just been walking on. Oh, I've just poured a coffee for him as well without thinking. If you want some. Anyway, I thought I'd just quickly show you that. Here they are. Sorry about that. Lawrence just walked in from walking Jack and just stripped off on camera. I'm sure many of you don't want to see that, and some of you might want to, but I thought I'd cover his modesty. I lost the thread of what I was saying. Well, anyway, that was the rocking chair thing. Lisa, my lovely Instagram friend, I can't even speak this morning. Lisa, my Instagram friend, who also has a YouTube channel with some cracking crochet tutorials on it. Lisa Pine Notes. I'll put a link to Lisa's YouTube below. Lisa reminded me, not reminded, told me because I didn't know, so how could I be reminded of? Bear with me in getting there. It's National Dollhouse and Miniature Month. So I'm not sure in what country because it's national, but anyway, I'm going to go with that, and that's why I decided to start doing some dolly house stuff. I just need to finish off the edges, but it's nice and firmly glued now. I used tacky glue. I think there might be a little clip of me making it in one of the quiet vlogs I've been doing, but I'm going to distress it a bit more. Even though it's very vintage, I might put a little bit of like dark wax in it. I might even put some gold on it actually. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Some like gold. Anyway, we'll see, all will be revealed. I'm sure it'll be on my Instagram at some point. Okay, coffee's made. I'm going up to the office and starting my workday. Just come to sit in the garden, get some fresh air. It's lovely and sunny at that end of the garden. Oh, hold on, my phone's going. I just realised that, sorry, I've got my earbud in. I was, 1 minute. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to feed Jack and Daxter. It's their dinner time. And I remembered, I was in the middle of talking to you. And, sorry. Daxter's food. Oops. Daxter has Felix Countryside Sensations. And at the moment he likes Whiskers 7+. Yes, Daxter. Yeah, I realised I was in the middle of talking to you and then I took a call. It was Natalie phoned. And then it's like hours and hours later. I was like, oh yeah. And I didn't actually go back in the garden. I've had a lazy day. Hold on, I'm just going to put the food down. Okay. Sorry, the dishwasher's on as well. I don't want to keep going on and on about, you know, what's happened with Lawrence's job, but it's still a little bit sort of raw. So bear with me. I'll keep trying to be cheerful and optimistic. But I don't know, I feel the need to sort of share. So anyway, that's why Natalie was phoning, because I had to sort of break the news to some friends today, because next week is my birthday party and they're all gonna descend on us. We've got quite a lot of people coming now, and I just want to sort of, I don't know, soften the blow. I don't want it to be like the entire topic of the party. So I thought, okay, just let me tell a few people now, you know, trickle the news through. So Natalie gave me a call, and then Linda called. So yeah, I've just been sort of, you know, telling them what's been going on. What I should explain, I can't remember if I did explain this the other day, but it's perfectly normal in the Netherlands that whenever you go through any kind of redundancy, that a lawyer is involved, and most companies as part of the standard package will either give you an allowance towards legal fees or pay for the legal fees. So there's also something, there's like a personal liability insurance that you can take out, and I think if you've got children or pets, it's actually legal that you have to have that extra, like like a liability kind of cover. So I don't know, if your kid scratches somebody's car or whatever, and then there's like an add-on package that you can get to cover you for labour, and we have the labour add-on. It's not expensive, the insurance we've got a month. So anyway, we have it. So Lawrence has called the lawyer this morning because we've had the offer through from the company, and when Lawrence read it to me, I was like, that's really rubbish. And I'm pretty sure it's actually not legal. So he spoke to the lawyer this morning, and he's on the ball. So of course the lawyer's like doubled everything, and we'll see. That's where we're up to. I'm trying not to go on about it too much. But anyway, I don't know, I don't know, I'm not feeling a bit I'm in a bit of a funk at the moment. So, you know, normally on a Friday I'm running, as you well know, I'm running around, and I thought, no, I don't want to do that. So I stayed in my pyjamas till lunchtime. And I've just sat on the sofa and knitted and crocheted. The house is a tip. I need to do laundry. And I just thought, nah, I'm not doing it today. So I am actually dressed now and washed. But yeah, just wanted a day of just, you know, stepping off the world and just being quiet and just think about things. My sciatica is, I've got a cat hair in my mouth. My sciatica is really, really playing up at the moment. And my physio appointment is next Friday, which was the most stupid of plans, because then I've got my party the next day, and normally the day after physio I'm in agony. So anyway, well, I think this has been a bit of a rubbish vlog this week. Hold on. Lawrence took clean plates out for pizza last night. We didn't use them obviously, but then he's put dirty pizza cutter on top of it. Anyway, we're up quite early today because we've got a lot to do. So that's why I'm going to cut the vlog here, because I've got to find the time to edit everything and upload it. So yeah, I think it might be a bit of a rubbish vlog this week. I don't know, let me know what you think. I can't remember what I've been filming, and I don't even remember what day I started filming on. I don't know. Was it last Saturday? Anyway, we'll find out. I'll find out when I'm editing. I've just made myself a coffee in my Starbucks mugs that I absolutely love. And they weren't cheap. But all the black's gone like this chalky grey. And the inside's nice. It's all sort of shiny and enamelled still, but they were always like a matte black anyway, which is what attracted me to them. But look, it's like I've got these marks, you know, of the dishwasher, and they won't. I've tried to hand wash them, and they won't go. You know, they're like permanent sort of discoloration with the in the ceramic. I don't know what I'm talking about clearly. Anyway, we're up early because this weekend, well, tomorrow Lawrence is busy, it's his hockey day. So today he's in the shower now, we're gonna go out, nail the shopping, the groceries, super quick. And then on the shopping list today, on the to-do list today, I should say, is we're gonna give the house like a deep clean. I know I have a cleaner comes every week, and you know, and I sort of potter around, sort of tidy for the eye during the week. But if you're a crafter, haven't we all got a big pile of crafty stuff in a corner somewhere? Mine is next to the sofa. I sit in the far corner, and the mountain is growing and growing and growing. So, and I bought a beautiful basket years ago to keep my lovely project bags in. I don't even know what's at the bottom of that basket, thinking about it. So we're going to do a deep clean. Lawrence wants to get the garden done because it's not been weeded for months, and it's like a jungle. It's so embarrassing. I said, we're like the scruffiest house on the street. It's mortifying. He doesn't care though. I clearly do. But yeah, you know, I've had this frozen shoulder for, yeah, I mean, it was last year already. Was it? I had it, or beginning, I don't know, beginning of this year, end of last year. And then sort of, you know, I'm getting better from that. And then I've got this trapped nerve, this sciatica. So it's like all the physical things that I don't mind doing the garden. You know, as you know, I like veg cam. But, you know, I can't, if I bend down, like if I crouch, I don't have any pain crouching. Then when I get up, my whole, like my sort of pelvis, my hip is locked. Oh my gosh, and the pain. I actually sort of fall over with it. It's awful. So, yeah, I'm a bit limited on that. I think William might help. If we pay him some pocket money, and he might help. Sorry, I'm really hot. And then I want to go into Hofdorp, which is like the next sort of biggish town in the opposite direction of Amstelveen, the marketplace. So I think we've been there before. I won't film because that might be next week's vlog, I don't know. I want to go and buy party supplies. I'm not going crackers, I just want to, you know, put up some balloons and some streamers. The party tent is going to stand here. And we've hired, we've got the tent, we've got 2 heaters, although if it stays like this, we won't need them, but it's fine. And then I've got 3 of those, you know, those high bar tables that I've hired. And then we've got loads of chairs scattered all around the house, folding chairs and all kinds of stuff. And then catering wise, I've ordered like these like nice sort of snacks kind of thing, like these like the little pinwheel rolls, you know, smoked salmon cream cheese, blinis are they? Like a goat's cheese, little mini buns, all kinds of like nice posh nibbles, we'll call them. So anyway, over the next few vlogs you'll see all the plans for that. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Oh, I was going to mention 2 things. So, if you remember, I bought that gorgeous green Aran wool to knit myself a sweater, and I remembered what the sweater was called, and I actually started it. I did all the ribbon for the neckline, and it's called the Felix pullover. I forget the designer's name now. Anyway, it's got like these eyelets running, you know, along the, is it raglan, is it? It's along the sleeves, like these little eyelets back and front. But they're not just singular eyelets, they're like little, I don't know, like a little pattern. It's very pretty, very plain, but very pretty. And the first thing that struck me was there was no stitch counts at all. Like total row, you know what you, and that threw me. And then there was, after I did the rib, it was like, I had to then place stitch markers after the fact. And I've not done a pattern like that. Even when I have knitted like Scandinavian kind of patterns, they've always told me as I'm knitting along, PM, place a marker, place. And this one, it was like finish, and then it was place a marker at this rib. And I was like, but why did you not just tell me that when I did it? And then I was like, where do I count from? Do I count from here or do I count from there? So needless to say, I think it's knocked me out a couple of stitches. And because I've got no row count, I just don't know. Anyway, I spoke to the girls in our knit group. If anyone asks a knit question, it's always like, we have to ask permission from the committee. Can I ask a knitting question? Because we never talk about knitting, even though it's a knit group. Well, actually, I think we had 2 knit questions this week. It was very impressive. And I think we confuse each other more than we actually answer. Anyway, waffle. So I've just noticed my skylight is filthy. Okay, put that on the to-do list today. Actually, William might go out on the roof. He likes doing that. Anyway, I asked the girls, I said, who's knitted the Felix pullover? And several of them had and loved it and have knitted a few. And a few of them were like, oh, I just couldn't get my head around the pattern. It's, you know, the same thing I had, because there's no like row, stitch count at the end of the row. They got into the same problem with the eyelets like I did. And I've paid for this pattern. It's not a free one and it's not a fancy pattern. So I was a bit like, Anyway, we had this whole discussion about, it seems to be a common thing with the Scandinavian patterns that the total stitch counts are missing, and they just assume that anybody knitting things, even very simple things, are starting already at quite a, I don't know, like, sorry, that was Lawrence, quite a sort of intermediate level. And then really strangely enough, I was watching Fernanda, who's Little Monkeys and Me. I was watching her podcast the other day, and she loves to knit and buy Scandi yarn and patterns and stuff. And she said exactly the same thing, that it seems to be, yeah, like, I don't know, just the way that they're written, that there's automatically a level of assumption that you just know what they're talking about. So it must be a cultural thing. I don't know. If anybody's knitted the Felix pullover and you know anywhere on Ravelry that somebody's done the stitch counts, I would love you to point me in the right direction. I did start looking because actually Ruth suggested that to me. Thank you, Ruth, if you're watching. She had sometimes, you know, there's like a common frustration, and if there's enough people that knitted a garment or a pattern, somebody would take the time to do the stitch count. So I looked, I don't know, there's a few hundred projects on there. So if you know anyone who's done it, I'd be eternally grateful. Or if you have another alternative for an Aran sweater that's knitted in the round. It has to be in the round because the whole point of me doing this sweater is to practice my continental knitting, not purling, knitting. So, and I don't want cables or any, I just want a crew neck Aran sweater. And can you find one? No, you can't. Anyway, and I don't want to keep paying for patterns that I'm not going to use because, you know, they're not cheap. When you add them up, you know, before you know it, you've got 3 or 4 patterns in your basket and it's like 30, 40 euro. So anyway, waffle. I thought I'd just share something. Oops, I've got wool on it, like real wool, sheep's wool. not, oh, it's from my stash. Look at that, that's like real wool from my spinning wheel that I've not been using. Anyway, I thought I'd just show you something. I'm going to give you a sneaky peek. I'm sure she won't mind. Look what I'm doing. Can you tell what it is? Actually, some of you will know, or not know, but follow Elise on Instagram or on YouTube. She's Les Poutines Saint Crochet, and she's, if you've seen her Instagram, she's been posting pictures of a new pattern release she's got going, and I said to Elise, well, some of you might know that Elise is actually a really good friend of mine. So I said, oh, if you're looking for testers, you know, stick me on your list. I'd love to do it. So yeah, she sent it me the other day. So I've got to get him a wiggle on with that. She's given me plenty of time, but oh, it's such a nice pattern. If you like your amigurumi, watch out for that. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to wrap up the weekly vlog. We've had quite a big influx of new subscribers or new friends to our community. So I'd love to know how you found the channel, and please be aware there might have been a different entry point that you came into the channel at. So it is very much a mixed media kind of thing. So I have the crafty podcast that I usually film from my workshop. For Vlogtober, I've been doing these calming videos, and then you're here now for the weekly waffling, which is just me, you know, showing you what I do every day sometimes, and then occasionally a tutorial of some description. I think my how to make a pincushion jar is probably one of the top performers in all my videos, so I think a lot of people come in from the tutorial. Anyway, however you got here, welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day to sit and watch me or listen to me. And if you are a crafter, let me know what you've been working on while you've been listening to me waffle. I always like to pick up a nice sort of mindless project when I'm watching / listening to a podcast, like a sock or something. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, give a like and a subscribe if you've not already done so. Have a good week, and I will see you in the next upload. Bye.